Hi, I'm Vitor Silva from Arsenal Technology, and now we will present Nodoubt, a software designed to help CAD users to mark up, comment, and also share information about project. But how does it work? Let us see Nodoubt in action. Right after you install Nodoubt on your machine, you will open AutoCAD because Nodoubt is a plugin, and then you will see in the tab Add-ins the buttons of Nodoubt plugin. That is the main one, Nodoubt. It will open the palette of Nodoubt. You can dock it in the right side or in the left side. Let us dock it here. And this palette is the main interface of Nodoubt plugin. So as you can see, we have no collection open. I can create a new one or open a existing. Let us create a new one. And now with this new collection, I can start to add my notes. I just create a new note with my avatar image and also my username. I can add many notes here. But if I want to change the image of my avatar or even my username, just go to the settings of Nodoubt and click in the avatar image and select the image you want to use on your avatar. So I use this one. And I will also change my username because this one is my Autodesk account. So Vitor Silva will be my username. Save. And now all my notes will be updated with my new avatar image and also my username. And inside each one of these notes, as you can see, we have an index, and also we can change the title to something like this. My first note, just that. And you also can record an audio narration. So let us do it. Record. Now I'm recording my own voice. Just that. To play the recording, just press the play button. Now I'm recording my own voice. So my recording was attached inside my note. I also can add some description like this one. Some description with many lines. Something like that, just that. Okay. But the most important feature in a note is, of course, the ability to add a slide. Let us see it. But before, let us open a project here. I will open this drawing here. It is a very simple drawing just to help us to understand how this slides works. So now I will add my slide. I press the button slide, and here we have many buttons that I can use to draw my markups. I will use this one and I can do something like this. I didn't like this bathroom, or I would like to point out this thing, or even draw an arrow this way. I can do things like that. So now take a look that when we move, we give pen or zoom, the markup, it's locked in the position I draw it. So that is a very important thing. And when I apply my changes, my note now has the thumbnail of that slide. So if I just open this drawing and I click in this note, the slide will appear. And if I have a recording, just another recording, and press the play button, just another recording, the slide will be shown and also the record will be played. You can also use, for example, these navigation buttons here. Just another recording that will move to the next note and also play the recording at the same time. And the previous button. Just another record. Now I'm recording my own voice. It is an easy way to navigate between the notes. We have, maybe you can add more notes here, but we have other objects we can use to do our markups. Let us use them. I will create another slide here. On this slide, I will use the polygon. I can use also the rectangle, circle, an arrow, a text. Very good. And after that, I also can change the position of those elements and even resize them. As you can see, I can rotate them. And I also can change the styles of each one of these elements. So I have a button here to open the style dialog. So I will change the color of the stroke of these two elements. I can change the opacity of the stroke, also the thickness, the line type, could be dashed or dotted, and I can put a fill on them with a different color. In this case, I will put green. Also the opacity, and so on. Each element could have their own color, their own style, like I'm doing right now. And I can also change the draw order of those elements. Just right-clicking one of those elements, we have the options to rise to top or lower to bottom. Let us rise to top. So now my triangle is on top of all the other elements. I can, for example, bring them back to the bottom. So we can also flip the element to open to the right to left. Very good. In the case of the texts, we also can change the font style and the size. Very good. After I did my change, I can apply. And now there you go. We have a new slide with different elements. So just open the slide and the markups will be shown. And yeah, this is a very interesting feature. I can also draw some slide in my paper view. Let me add a new slide here. So here I will just draw something like that with a circle here, just that. Then, no doubt, we'll switch between model space, if I click in a slide with in a model space, and the paper space, if my slide was attached to the paper space, to a drawing in the paper space. Very good. We also can add CAD elements in the drawing, in the slide, sorry. So here, let me do another slide here. And imagine that I will press this button to draw something in the CAD. I will draw here a circle or even a polyline. I can use a dimension. Dimension is very useful here because you can, yeah, you can give the measure of some area and things like that. In other objects we have in the CAD. And pressing this button, we can highlight the CAD objects, like you can see here. So let us apply. And now we have the slide. But if we click in another area, take a look that my CAD object, they disappear because they was not drawn in my drawing, but in the slide. If I click in the slide, they will appear. I will not be able to change them here. I need to edit the slide, so I will have the access to move them and to change them according with what I want. And even draw another thing like a line here. Okay, you can apply. The drawing will be updated. If I close the slide, the CAD objects will disappear because they are saved in the slide, not in the drawing. They will only be used as a representation. And of course, another important thing here is the revision count. Revision cloud is very used to make markups as used, and we also can change the color and many other features of my CAD object that will be saved not in the drawing but in the uh, in the slide. Very good. What about if I want to add a new note with a slide from other DWG, from other project file? So let us open another project file here. This is another project, and imagine that in the case of this note, I want to add a slide from this DWG. So let's put something here or here. Very good. Okay, now we have my slide, but it is from another project. If I iterate between the slides, Nodoubt automatically will activate the correct DWG. So you can have many drawings pointed in the same note collection, and all of them will be activated according with the notes we are selecting. Even if I close my project this way, I just close that project and I click in a note from that project, it will automatically open the drawing project and draw my markup under the drawing. Very good. Well, what about if you need to share? Yeah, okay. Another important thing I must to mention here, where all this information has been saved. Is it inside the project, the DWG? No, it is not inside the DWG. As I shown, we can have a collection that shows a slide in many projects, not in just one. So everything here is saved externally from the DWG in a separate file. So if I press the button Save, I need to select a folder where I will save my collection. So I will call this collection video, just that. So my collection was saved in a separate file. I can close this collection, also close my drawing projects. I also can close my AutoCAD, and after open the AutoCAD again, I go to Nodoubt and open a existing one. I select the collection I just created, and there you go. We have our collection. So nothing is saved inside the DWG. It is very important to keep the size of the DWG and not corrupt anything inside the DWG. It is important to keep the integrity of the DWG when we save it externally. So that is a very important advantage we have on this approach. We keep the integrity of the DWG in this way. Okay, but in this scenario, you can see that if you need to share your collection with another CAD user, the only thing you need to do is send the collection file to him. If this user already have the project, there is no need to send also the project. The project will be the same. So he will open this collection in the machine, and we will see the same slide collection I'm showing here, the same slides I'm presenting here. Very good. But what about if the user you are planning to share the collection is someone that don't have AutoCAD installed on his machine, or even don't have any knowledge in CAD software? how could you share all this building information with them? Well, let me minimize my AutoCAD. If you go to the Windows Store and you type here no doubt in the search, you will see no doubt desktop. It is the same plugin, sorry, it's the same program, but for Windows. There is no need to have AutoCAD installed in the machine or any knowledge in CAD softwares. It is for free. Just install it. I already have my install in my machine. So let us open in my machine the Nodoubt desktop. There is one. It just opened the other view. Here we have Nodoubt desktop. Has basically the same format we saw in the other in the version 2 for AutoCAD, but that one we don't need an AutoCAD install in the machine. It's totally desktop program. So let us open that collection we just created. Is this one? And now we have our notes. As we can see, the same animations, the same views, and you also can give zoom and pen. But for sure, we are not inside a CAD software, so what we are seeing regarding the project is just a print of the screen, but the markup element is not a print, just the CAD drawing is a print. But it's enough for a user understand your notation and also make it, all the thing make sense, made all the thing make sense to him. But the user also can add their own notes here in the desktop version. So I just created a new note, and now I will select this slide because I want to create a slide based on this slide. So I can zoom or in some area and create my markups in the way I want. Very good. So I just created my slide in the desktop version. And then I can save this collection. I just saved it. Now let us go back to the AutoCAD. Let me close this collection and open it again to see what we did in the desktop version. Can you see here? That note was entirely created in the desktop version. If I click on it, the markups I did in the desktop version appears here, but it is not under a print of the screen, but it is in the real drawing of the DWG. In the same position, I placed it there in the desktop version. So that is a very important feature. If you have, for example, a client and you did some markups and you want to share these markups with this client, and this client is not a CAD user at all, has no knowledge, no CAD installed, nothing at all, with Nodoubt desktop, he will be able not just to visualize your notes, but also to contribute, to add the annotations, record audio narrations, descriptions, and things like that. Okay? And finally, we have other interesting feature that we can export everything to PDF. So let us do that. Export to PDF. I will select a place where I will save my PDF. PDF test. Save. Okay, that's my PDF. It's nicely organized. If you give a zoom here, let me give more zoom, you can see many details. It is possible to give a zoom in the PDF. So it is an interesting feature to help users to also to visualize your collection in smartphones, in desktop and in many places with when we have a way to export to PDF. Very good. Of course, we don't have here the recording, but we have the description. You can just type the description and explain the information about the slides. Okay, let us close it. And well, I think it is just that. Sorry, guys, it is not just that. After watch my recording, I saw that I forgot some important thing. So let me add a note. And a very interesting thing is that you can use drag and drop to move your node and also put your node inside another node. So this this palette is a tree view, not a list, just a list. And also you can add subnode. You can also clone a node, like you can see. And let us add a new slide here because I forgot this very special button here. It is the image. So if we click here, you can add an image. Let me take some image here. So let's put this image right here in front of the house. And of course, you can resize the image, rotate, and also change. Now I will put this here. You will be able to see because I was in front of it in the first recording. And control the opacity of the image. Very good. You also can add even a animated GIF like this one. Okay, that is your slide with images and animated GIFs. Then will be also exported to PDF and will appear in the Nodoubt desktop as well. So another important thing I just mentioned here, it's about the CAD object, so not get confused when something important here. It's here. I will edit this node, and as you can see, if this button is turned off, you will not be able to select any object. And if you draw some CAD element like this line I'm drawing, it will not be included in my slide. But if this button is on, everything I draw will be included in my slide and not in the drawing. As you can see, the line I just draw, it's fade out because it is not included in the slide. So if I apply the play button, the apply button, so let me return to the same slide. Sorry, I will close the slide. This line will keep, but the others will go away. And why? Because I draw inside the slide, not in my drawing. And if you don't want to fade out all the drawing, just save the slide with this button off. This way you will not fade. But it is a very nice feature. You have this possibility to fade the project. It make easier to highlight the CAD object and also your markups. Well, I think it's just that. Yeah, I forgot again. Uh, there is another important thing, is the help button. If you have any doubt about the use of Nodoubt, please press this button. A new collection will be open, the help collection, with a lot of slides helping you to understand how Nodoubt works. We still don't have audio recording, but very soon we will include the audio recording that will make very easy to understand all the functionalities of Nodoubt. So waste a little time here. Uh, understanding all the functions in Nodoubt. It will be very interesting, okay? Also, the final slide, it's a folder. It is an indication of a folder where you can find some example of collections you can open in Nodoubt and see all the functionality, all the potential that Nodoubt has. Okay, so if you would like to see more examples about the use of Nodoubt, go to this folder and open one of those collections over there, right? Well, some special points I have to mention. Nodoubt it's a tool that is just at the beginning, in the very beginning. We just released it. We have a bunch of news to develop in this new functionality, new possibility with other softwares and things like that. We have our team has they had few of new ideas, but we are very excited to release this tool as soon as possible to see the reaction of the users. And then based in the reaction, we will keep designing new nice features in this tool. So keep following us. If you become a subscriber, you will give us a things back, things up, thumb it up, I don't know, and help our team to continue to design this interesting feature, okay? And after watching the first part of this recording, I saw how hard it is to understand my English. Sorry for that. I promise to improve or even to find someone to make the videos in my place. Sorry for my tragic English, okay? So I think it is just that. Thank you for watching and to enduring to the end. I hope you enjoy this fantastic tool we designed that is Nodoubt.